Hi everyone. Well, yesterday we got a new patch. The patch for the 11th of June. There are some quite important things in this update, so I'm just gonna do it as fast as possible because it's not really that big. So, earn give up time reduced from 75 to 60 seconds. This is the big explosion that happens after 75 seconds where you have to hit the souls in order to get them. It's been reduced by 15 seconds. It happened to me twice. It's really fucking funny. People were screaming in chat to hit the souls. Earn bounty reduced by 10%, unreduced for the trailing team. This is to reduce earns that are not from behind. When your team is behind, because a lot of people were saying that the earned values are currently too high for how important the objective is, so they reduce it by 10 souls or 10%. But it isn't reduced if you're behind. Breakable health bonuses reduced from 15, 25, and 35 to 15, 20, and 30 for level 1, 2, and 3. I think this is to nerf early game box farming, like your laner. Your ally laner leaves the lane to go farm boxes and abandons you for a couple minutes, and I know that it sometimes kills your ally in solo queue, so I think this is why they did this. Kill combat bounty value increased by 8%. I didn't expect them to do this because combat values are really good, but I guess they individually increase the kill bounty only by 8%. So I think this is gonna be good for like lower elo players because it will open more comebacks because there's more mistakes are done at lower elo, so you know, more money for the team that's behind. Street Ball, all items and ability range radius reduced by 10%. Yeah, this is great. This is really good. Characters like Victor and Paige dominate Street Ball, and this is good. This is good for the mode. Opening rounds, a conditional weapon damage bonus reduced from 30 to 25. Opening round spirit increased from 4 to 7. Arcane Surge, various fixed case with the bonuses not working. Okay, bug fixes for Arcane Surge. Now, opening rounds is interesting because while this is a nerf, this is mostly a power rebalance. It has more spirit, but it does less bonus weapon damage. You're still gonna buy it on the characters you buy it, but it does become a very good item for also spirit characters in the early game. Apollo disengaging scissor velocity increased by 50%. Apollo disengaging scissor velocity vertical horizontal ratio changed from 1.5 to 1 to 1 to 1. Disengaging scissor now allows input to alter the direction Apollo launches himself. AD biases to left, right, and WSD to how much backwards and motion is applied. Apollo disengaging scissor tier 1 changed from 30 damage to 20% fire rate and bullet speed for 8 seconds. Early game gun Apollo maybe. Apollo disengaging scissor changed from 35 rate for bullet speed to 42 on player hit once stamina restored and reset air jump dash limit. They want you to hit your bullets with Apollo. That's good. Disengaging scissor tier 3 changed from one player hit to stamina restored and reset air jump dash limit to cast within 4 seconds. A lot of mobility buffs for Apollo. Apollo flawless advance now allows Apollo to parry during it. Yeah. Oh, I've seen a lot of people try to heavy melee on Apollo while they're doing their flawless advance because they consider it an easy melee. Bebop exploding uppercut tier 3 increased from 17 plus 17% missing health to 18. Okay, a buff to Tanky Bop. Bebop fixed Tanky Bomb tier 3 duration and ending once the bomb went off rather than the 5 seconds duration. Okay, that's a bug. Wait. Wait, other than okay, I get it. This is a bug. Bebop sticky bomb tier sent from on cast 5 movement speed and 20% fire rate for 5 seconds to on cast 5 movement speed and 25% debuff resist for 6 seconds. Applies retroactively. So more frontliney Bebop mayhaps with green build. I'm not sure how the movement speed is still here, which is the important thing, but I'm not sure how much the debuff resistance is gonna matter. Calico. Gloom Blue's melee resist debuff now stacks additively. Gloom Bombs tier 2 increase from -5 melee resist to +6 for 6 seconds. Okay. So, this is gonna be so much damage with now that it stacks additively instead of multiplicatively. Calico might be back just by this change. Gloom melee resist now applies on impact rather than explosion. I don't. This is a buff, but I don't think you're gonna notice it that much. Like the big thing was throwing bombs on people under people's feet because it's easier to hit rather than hitting them directly. Calico return to shadow damage increased from 140 to 150. Return to shadow tier 2 damage increased from 65 to 75. Return to shadow heal increased from 350 to 450. A bunch of Calico buffs. I'm not sure if this brings her back because a lot of people suck at throwing gloom bombs, but if there's a Calico that can use her gloom bombs well, like I think this is going to be really good in your lobby. Doorman, Cobell explosion damage spirit reduced from 1.3 to 1.2. Good. Cobell tier 3 spirit scaling reduced from 1.4 to 0.35. Nerfs to Doorman. I don't think they're that significant. It's fine. He's still gonna be fine. Grave, Jar of Death collection rate reduced by 20%. Holy damn. This kinda kills Graves early game during the laning phase. Jar of Death damage it's 17 plus 0.27 to 16 plus 25. This is such a kill on her. Jar of Death bounty increased from 0.5 plus 25 per boon to 7 plus 0.5 boon. Grasping Hands reduced by plus 1 second to 0. Is Graves dead? I think they fucking killed her. Damn. Great talent. Okay, this is good. I wanted them to nerf I wanted to nerf his flight. But what from my seeing here, they did nerf his flight slightly. Okay, let me read this. Gun cycle time increased from 0.577 to 0.6 equals 4% DPS nerf. Okay, nerfs to DPS gun talent. Which is, it's again his second ability. Bullet damage growth reduced from 1 to 0.85. Good. Rain of Arrows increased cooldown from 22 to 23. Does this really do anything? I mean, he does have a talent that reduces the cooldown. Yeah. Okay, well, there's great talent of Grain of Arrows tier 2 reduced from 13 to 12. So this is basically a 2-second nerf for okay, these are good nerfs for talent second ability. I like them. Definitely he's gonna be less oppressive in the air. Holliday Powder Keg has an ability to place a barrel at her feet. Fun. Powder Keg removing launch angles velocities and fear of casting. I tested this out. It feels so good to use now. It feels like it was meant to feel like that always. It's smooth, the feedback is good, it's really good. Powder Keg now starts with 2 charges. Nice. Powder Keg time increased from 30 charge time of 3.5 to 7. I can take this considering we have 2 charges now. Powder Keg spirit scaling reduced from 1.6 to 1.4. Powder Keg tier 2 changed from 85 to 1 charge. Okay, Powder Keg tier 3 changed from 2 charges and 4 second displacement to 100 damage and 1.5 spirit scaling and -5 charge time. Holiday, more like Holy back. Spirit Holiday is finally back after almost a year. Nice. Powder Keg fixed various bugs, yada yada. Okay, bounce pad landing radius reduced from 12 to 9 meters. Okay, bounce pad changed from 6 stomp damage improved to 0.7 stomp stun. Only triggers from Holiday. Now, I've seen a lot of people scream about this, but let me tell you, after they removed the stun on Holiday's gem pad, the character completely disappeared from matchmaking. Unless somehow a gun build shows up. Every time there's a Holiday, every time when Holiday is meta, is only gun. Besides that, the character is non-existent almost. I think she has like the lowest pick rate next to Sinclair. This is good. Like, I don't like if someone's mad, like okay, be mad, like I don't care, like the character needs to show up in the meta. Like I always hated the removal of stun. Like there were different ways to nerf the character back then than just remove her stun. Like I'm fine with these changes. In fairness, fixed afterburn max duration refreshing not properly accounting for both debuff resist and ability duration. Okay. Fixed on cosmic conversion cooldown not update when the tier 2 or the chasing reduce champion beats on cooldown. That's another bug. That's bug fixes. Ivy fixed a bug where storm form could sometimes do significantly more damage than intended. Yeah, I think that also happened, DOC. I can believe that. McGinnis mini turret rescaled from 30 plus 0.35 to 24 plus 0.42, break even at 100 spirit power. So early game nerfs. A lot of early game nerfs from McGinnis. Fire rate reduced. Tier 3 fire rate for mini turrets reduced from 30 to 25. Fixed bugs with the ult. Fixed heavy barrage reduced from 22. Yeah, the DPS. Yeah, this is early game nerfs for Holliday. Makes sense with the new urn. Page buffs? Yeah. Page rallying charge distance for max amp reduced from 35 to 350 meters to 250 meters. Rally charge tier 2 increased from 30 seconds to 50 seconds. Okay, I hope this encourages pages to use their ult more often. I've noticed that a lot of pages use their ult similar to Dynamo as in they never use it. So I hope this encourages them to use it more. Plot armor barrier increase scaling from 1.3 to 1.5. Plot armor tier 3 barrier spirit increased from 1.3 to 1.5. Full purple page might be really good now. I don't think, I'm not sure if Page was underperforming, but I do think he needed some kind of buff. Pocket bullet damage growth reduced from 1.2 to 1.16. This is a nerf to gun pocket build, but I don't think it's that bad. They still have a multiplication damage boost by their first ability. Pocket flying coke tier 3 reduced from 13 to 12 cooldowns. Yeah, that's pop. They might need something more. No, this is fine for them. Pocket Affliction now does have damage to objectives. Good. Thank you, Yossi. 7. Bullet damage growth reduced from 337 to 1.24. This is almost a 13% nerf to his base bullet growth. He needed it. That character could build like 2 gun items, 3 maybe. They would do the most gun items in the entire lobby. Like they needed it. And 7 has been meta everywhere, so like they needed it. 7. Power Surge tier 3 reduced from 1.2 duration to 10 from 12 seconds to 2. Good. Stormcloud now hits breakables. New farm strategy on mid boxes. Yay. Civ Killing Blow now has 30% more cooldown whenever it does not impact a player. Yeah, I mean, I've seen what Civ players do, what it's been done to Civ, how people are playing Civ. They're basically, I might do a Civ video, but basically what happened to Civ is that Civ is almost at the same power level as he was before the big buffs in March, but his ult is a skill shot, and I don't think his current ult feels really good to use, because they nerfed everything else before, like they nerfed his knife so much. I think they need to buff the base damage of the knife, like the impact damage, reduce the scaling early game, but make it so you can upgrade the scaling late game. Because currently the character is basically just dash, build rage, and run away with ult. And knives are completely useless. I think he also, because it says that besides Killing Blow, I think Killing Blow, if you hit an enemy, even if it doesn't execute them, I think you should get a buff, like some kind of buff, maybe 13% debuff resistance if you successfully hit a target, or I don't know, maybe increased health regen if you've hit. Like, you need ways to encourage civs to use their abilities on targets without it being for execute, because they're just gonna use it to run away. Even if you have to even increase the base damage. Silver, Lycan Curse, cooldown increased from 40 to 70. Like and curse tier 3 no longer heals. The character is dead. I mean, she's fucking killed. They killed the dog. Oh no. I'm sure a lot of people are happy about this. Viscous Puddle Punch tier 2 increased from 40 to 60% lifesteal. Melee Viscous? Maybe melee Viscous. Victor, All of Suffering reduced from 9 to 9 meters. All of Suffering tier 3 now also increases radius by 1 meter. Okay, early game fixed client performance issues with All of Suffering, fine. Soaking Reanimation cooldown increased from 230 seconds to 240 seconds. Soaking Reanimation tier 3 reduced from 120 cooldown to 110 cooldown. And Soaking Reanimation tier 3 increased from 150 to 175. A bunch of early game nerfs to Victor. He needs it. He's been a menace with the new urn because he can get the urn, get a lot of money, and get very turbo fed to the mid game. So yeah, I welcome nerfs to early game Victor. Vindictor, Assassinate, max bonus damage spirit scaling increased from 1.7 to 2.0. A good nerf. I don't think it's gonna make Vindictor meta. She's very much out of the meta because I don't know why she's so out of the meta. I think it's just like her flight doesn't help. Like, I think it's because Scarecrow is not that good anymore. Yeah, I think it's Scarecrow. But yeah, I do. This is fine. I actually kind of want to play Vindictor now. Warden, Bullet Fall off reduced from 20 meters to 58 to 18 meters to 47. Early game gun nerfs to Warden, I guess. Alchemical Flash Spirit Scaling reduced to 1.73 to 0.63. Alchemical Flax tier 2 reduced from 40 damage to 35. More early game nerfs to Warden. Alchemical Flask tier 2 increased from minus 20 weapon damage to minus 25 weapon damage. Willpower Spirit Scaling increased from 1.5 to 1. Binding Word tier 2 from 18 to 14. Last Stand Life 2 increased from 65 to 75. Last Stand tier 2 increased from 30 to 35 seconds. Cool. Last Stand tier 2 increased from +3 duration to +4 duration. I think this is the hybrid Warden comeback. Gun is still gonna be slightly better. Not slightly. I mean, gun is still gonna be useful in the early game, but I do believe this is intended to buff hybrid or even hard spirit Warden. So I actually really like these patch changes. I really want to play some of these characters now. This is the video. By the way, I don't think Holliday is going to be that much of a problem in solo queue. I don't think you should worry. I think you should take advantage of her coming back into the meta, because playing only gun Holliday, I guess it's fun for some people, but give my girl some keg power. And she has it now. So yay, Holidays. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day and see you next time. Bye.